Hey, welcome back to my channel, and on this video I'm going to be doing Tag Tuesday. Excuse me, my throat's a bit sore today, so hopefully I'm not too husky for you. So this is a challenge that I set up last year, and last year I didn't give any prompts, but this time I've given people prompts, and I think that helps a lot of people to design and make something. So this week our prompt is woven, and if you want to join in, you can just make your tag. I tend to make mine 6 1/4 by 3 1/4, but there's no rule to say you have to do it that size. That's just the size I make. And if you post it on social media, or even if you do a YouTube video, if you feel that's something that you want to do, please use the hashtag TagTuesday and say that it's hosted by myself, handmade by Shirley. And yes, you're free to join in. So thanks so much. So as I said, it's woven today, so I've got some strips here. I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to put it on the card, but I have done some woven card tags and things before. I think I've got a tag here that I did before. So that's what I just weave the paper in and out. So it's kind of like that on the back. So I'm going to do something similar today. And I've got some backgrounds that I had in my stash. These were just ones that were either Luscious powders, these were just paints, and these were paints, but they were put on with a Scoochie tool thing that I've got, which I made. And I'm going to come on and show you that Scoochie, how you can make a couple of Scoochies, which are smoochies, I think they're Scoochies. They're really easy to make. And also this great hack from Natalie Bowers at NB Cards to put onto your really fine kind of like these sorts of things where it's really hard to get glue on. So I'll show you what she does with this. So this is just a silicone basting brush, really. So we'll do that at some point. So anyway, let's get back to woven. So as I say, I've got I've actually got I've not got another one of them. Anyway, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 different colours. I do have some extras here that I can use if I need to. I think I might have to bring one of these as well. So they're slightly all a bit different sizes, but I'm going to cut them, obviously, and I've got some glue. So I'm going to start, I think, with these blue ones on the outside. Now they are both different sizes, but I'm going to cut this woven piece down. Far away from me, bring it a bit closer. So I'm going to start with these as kind of my kind of frame part. I might have another bit. I think I'm going to have to cut another piece. So I'm just going to cut another one of these, just slightly off camera. So I've got 3 of those as my kind of base. And then all I'm going to do is use these ones to weave in and out these different colours. I'm going to start on the top first. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue there to hold that first piece in place. This one's going to go on the top. Oh, maybe not holding so well because it's got it's paint, but it should do. And then this piece is going to go just about there. So it's quite easy once you kind of work out that it's just really going over and under for weaving, really. hold that in place. It's probably taking a wee bit longer because it's on a painted surface. So that one will go under. So let's just put a wee bit of glue there. And you can really make it as wide or as, you know, it can be as narrow or as wide as you want it to be. It doesn't have to be like this, but this is an idea if you're not sure how to kind of do it. So basically you just need strips of colour or not colour. Or you could draw something as well. That's another idea. You could actually draw. So let's just, probably I could chop a bit of this off. I think I'm going to make it much bigger. So this one, let's do this again. So this time I'm going to go underneath, over the top, and then over the top like that. I'm just going to leave a little space because I might want to put this piece in as well. So see, or I could do it where I put two pieces in. You know, you can just do whatever you fancy, really. Or shall I just put this one in? Let's just, so it'll go under first, because that one's gone over the first time. So let's just pop that. Just put a bit too much glue in, and you can leave a wee space as well. Glue there. Oh, no, that actually should be under, surely, not over. So just great. Just kind of pop that under like that. That's better. And then I can just pop some glue on the back here. There we go. There's a bit more weaving. That one's a bit squint. That's fine. Quite happy with that. And then I'm going to put this one. This is a bigger one actually. Just let's put this bit so that's a slightly bigger pattern. So that's going to go over the top, and I'll just chop that down as well. So, so that's going to go over the top. That. This bit's going to go underneath, she says. It's not quite all stuck by the glue yet. It's going a bit squeaky, but that's okay. That's fine. I can just get that all back in place. There we go. So, yep, like that. Pull it through. Make sure that's back there. You can always just pop a bit of glue onto here to keep that one in place. And yeah, that's fine. And then this wee bit here. That's fine. Now, let me see, because I'm not going to put it on the whole card. I don't think. I think I'm just a card off. I think I'm just going to put it on. So just under there and under there will be fine for that one. I'll just put a wee bit of glue. That's probably the easiest way to kind of do it, is just slot it under. Hopefully you're still in shot. That's fine. And then this bit here. know there's a space in between, but that's okay. I'm quite happy with that. I'm just going to cut that off. Right, I could do it that way. So I think I'm going to put one more piece in, which is this bit here. And then that will be us done. So go, no, that goes over the top and underneath. So under and over for that one. That will work. Let's bring that back a bit, and then that'll be my last piece for going on there at the bottom. There we go. And it's just, it's a bit fiddly, but I think you can give it a go if you fancy it. You can always give it a go off camera and then just add it. It's nice to see how it is actually done. So, right, so I'm just going to chop that off at the bottom, like that, and then we're going to see how that's going to look. So I'm going to have to chop this bit off all the way up here. Like that, and I'll just chop a wee bit more off here at the top as well, and there's a little bit here. Right, so that is my woven piece. As I say, you don't have to cover the whole thing with it. You could even put wee bits around. I'm just going to chop this bit, make it a bit neater. So, just wondering if I would chop it off and put a little bit, because it's more or less stuck down, so I may regret this, but I'm cutting it in half. And I can put a bit here and a bit up there, I think, or a bit, let me see what we'll do with it. Right, let's see if we can cut it a bit straighter, because it's a bit messy. So I'm just cutting it off screen on the trimmer. Let me just see, didn't quite get that right. Get that line back in there. Go. So just cut this a wee bit as well. Just going to try and trim it down a little bit. Trim this wee bit as well, because it's a wee bit uneven. That's fine. And this piece here as well, that's better. So, right, so I've done that, and I think I probably want to cut this a bit as well. So let's get rid of all these scrappy bits just now. I'll probably keep them, because I might do some more of Lynn's scrappy strips and scrappy scraps and things, I think it is. Right, so I'm going to come in with some Uncharted Mariner in the background. I'm just going to pop a little bit of that around there, and a little bit kind of in the centre, just down here like that, just to add some colour in the background. Like that, there we go. And then this is a piece that I have here. So that could go in that corner, and That could, let's just drop this down a bit, go down to the bottom actually, down a bit, it's a bit thicker, so there we go. And I'm just going to chop this edge off as well. It's better. And where should I put this? Here and that. There. We shouldn't have cut them. Or let's see. I'm not finding one that's really pleasing me at all. I suppose I could just use one piece in the middle if I wanted to. I think I'll go for that. Right, so I'm just going to add these onto, oh, I need the glue, what am I doing? So I'm just going to add this bit onto the centre. Like that. Just get a block to hold that down a bit. And then, I wonder if I could put wee bits on the corner. Need these big scissors are still, so I'll cut that up, and I'm just going to put that because I didn't like the look of the huge big bit at the bottom. So I'm just going to put that piece on that corner. I can still see it's woven, but it's just now, let's see, we could put a piece maybe up here. That's, of course, it's going to come apart because I've moved it, but I can easily reattach that. Just there, like that. She says, just move it down slightly, and I could put that maybe on this corner. There a bit. Yeah, that's better. Up there a bit. Just there. Make sure that's that down slightly. I want there to be a bit of a space there between. So let's just hold that down, and then this piece could perhaps just be, excuse my nose, on the corner there. Just put that on the corner and then cut the excess off. So that can just be there, and I can just pop. There's a wee bit here that I can just pop so it looks like it's still woven, just on that centre piece there. Still the woven look even. Trace that down. Now I'll just chop that away with the little scissors. So chop that away. That's fine, that is better. And that's all I'm going to really do now, actually. You say, I say that, but I'm going to go around with my lovely, lovely gold pen, which I adore. And I'm just going to put some wee bits of gold kind of like I did on my thistle one. Just think it shows it off a bit better. So it looks like there's a bit of a golden thread running through the fabric type. And then I'm just going to go around all of these with some stitching, just to let them kind of stand out a bit more. Sorry if I've just bumped the camera with my head. So you can do this kind of weaving. You can do, somebody put something on my community page, Alison Preston, who joins in. She doesn't have social media or YouTube, but she puts it on my social media page, and she has done one with a sort of woven burlap sort of background with some gnomes over it. Excuse me. So yeah, check out the community page, and if you don't have social media or YouTube, you can also post it on there. Right, I'm going to go, sorry my voice is going, I'm going to go around the edge, just putting in some extra bits of like stitching, and then I'm going to add some wording to it and a bit of ribbon. So as I say, if you want to join in, please do feel free using the prompt, and I'm going to go around here as well with a few wee stitchy bits. Just using the prompt, which is woven. Pop it on your social media pages with hashtag Tag Tuesday, also hosted by Handmade by Shirley. And yes, you can join in. So let's find a little few bits that we can add as wording, and then that will be me done. So I'm going to bring you down slightly. That's better, it just looks awful far away. So using these, I think I'm going to pop some wording on. Excuse me, I am so weave. I'm going to write. I'm going to put that weave. I'm going to put woven dreams. These are just things out of my head. I don't know. So let's do it on here. Woven or woven. I could do woven with love. Let's just do woven with love. Right. I don't know if I'll do that one. Right, so I've got woven with love, and I think that's probably going to be it. So just that's part of it, surely. So it'll be interesting to see everybody's interpretation of woven. So there's quite a few folk get involved in it now who have YouTube channels. There's Andrea the Cumbrian Crafter, there's Kerry Kerry Mason, Kerry's Cards Creation, sometimes Jenny from Ginger Ninja Crafts as well has been doing it. Also Marcy, who is the Cranky Crafter on YouTube. Monica Wagluska, who is Paper Mona. Let's see, there's people on my community page, Margaret Flaxman, and who else do it? They have Instagram, Kim Kelly, Jerry Kim, Margaret Flaxman is Crafty Margaret. as well. So there's a few people you can have a look at. So I'm just going to go along here, hopefully, without going over the wording with this Sharpie pen, just to outline this wee bit. It's not my best writing, actually. Could have done a bit better, but anyway. So there's that bit there. And then just going round the edge. So it's just to take the starkness away from the white. Really. Right. So I'm just going to pop this down, and then I might add a few extra wee bits to it. So let's see that. Let's just do that maybe here and that here. Right. Brackets. Could make it 3 certainly. Just round this bit with the pen. So oven. Around that edge as well. So, yeah, quite happy with that. So I'll put that away just now. Excuse me. Right, now, thinking of a ribbon. The ribbon box is away up there. Back in a mo. Right, I found some ribbon. These were off. Sometimes I keep, you know how you get these tabs on your clothing? Well, this was from one of my clothes. So sometimes I keep them as ribbons as well. So that's that. And I'm just going to cut that down there and pop the rest in the bin, because I'm just going to fray this slightly. So if you cut it straight across, it should fray. If you cut it at an angle, it's less likely to fray. So I think that's me done. So that is my Tag Tuesday, which is for the prompt woven, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Please do take a look at the people I've mentioned, and also remember to, if you want to take part in this, remember the hashtag Tag Tuesday, that's important, and also hosted by Handmade by Shirley. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll be back soon. Bye.